Morning. Here's the deal. We're going to talk about how people today can live on the same block, in the same town, on the same street, and one can pay 900 bucks a month to live there, and the other one can pay 3,000 bucks a month to live there. And so I've been getting a lot of grief lately over my prices on how they're way too low, and I'm going to explain that all to you. But first, for you new here, I'm a 74-year-old YouTuber that was a rancher. I was a bush pilot, single engine aircraft, helicopters. I was a banker and realtor. I raised 2 sons by myself. Been married more than once. And if I would have grown up one day and said I was going to live in Colombia when I was 75 years old, hell, I didn't even think I was going to make it to 55 years old. But here I am. So, all of that being said, here's the deal. Number one, the other day I was coming back from Bucaramanga. I had a doctor's appointment. And while riding on the bus on the way home, it occurred to me what was going on. Because I've been having people lately get all over me for lying about the prices. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not lying about the prices. There are 2 ways to live if you're in country. The expats, as they like to call themselves, pretty much like to live in a bubble. And they come here, and the first thing they do is they find an expat group, or actually it probably starts in the States. They find expat groups, they come down here, and they get an English-speaking realtor, and in a big city where most of the tourists go, where their expat group is. And so they get an English speaker who's going to cost them money. They're going to need furnished place that's going to cost them extra. And they pretty much get the expat gringo treatment and pay, I don't know, 1,000 bucks a month, 1,500 bucks a month for places that should rent for 300 or 400 bucks a month. And then the next thing they do is they like to shop at the specialty food stores that have American stuff, because we're used to eating American stuff. And so that's what they do. They buy American stuff. They hang out with American people, American expats, and Colombian expats, Canadian expats, etc. And go to gringo bars, hang out in tourist areas. Brother, all of that is going to cost a lot of money. And they think, and they believe, that that is the cost of living in Colombia. Well, I'm here to tell you, it's not that way. Well, it is that way if you brought a little slice of America with you and want to stay in the expat bubble. American food, American restaurants, American English-speaking realtors, English-speaking this, English-speaking bars. That's going to cost you extra money, bro. A lot of extra money. When I was renting, we would find a number on the door. Maria would call the number on the door. We would talk to the person, and pretty much they were renting it to a Colombian. And when I showed up, the price went up. And Maria used to always say, well, Geno, you do okay, but just don't open your mouth, because then they're going to know you're a gringo. Okay, well, that's fine. And that's the way we did it. So where some of these guys are paying 3,000 bucks a month to live, or 2,500 bucks a month to live, I live on $900 a month. All in. I have my own house. Cost about a third of what one would cost in the United States, or maybe even a quarter. I've got a 4-bedroom, 3-bath house on an acre, maybe a little more than an acre, with citrus trees and mango trees and banana trees, and my monthly utility bill. I paid my monthly utility bill yesterday. It was under $75 for everything, for lights, water, and gas. And I live in a strata 3. So you guys that start whining about what strata I live in, and I live like I'm locked up in the country and I'm in jail, well, no, man, I have a wonderful life. I get up whenever I want. For 40 years, I got up at 4:30 in the morning. I'm not doing that anymore. When I was a rancher, that's the way we rolled. Here I get up when I damn well please. I have coffee. I eat out on the veranda. I work on my YouTube channel. I work on some other projects I have going. I paint. We go to town. We do a lot of things. So I have a really good life. I have a little car. We go to town when we want to. We do whatever we want. We travel when we want to. So you guys that are telling me that I'm full of poop because I tell you can get a house for $250, $300, you can, brother, and maybe $350 or $400 in the city, but not $1,500. And what comes in there is when you paying $1,500 for a place in a high-rise apartment in Medellin, that's just the price of living, of transferring the United States to Colombia. Because you can live in one of those high-rise beautiful places too for a hell of a lot less money than that. But if you've been used to paying $4 grand a month for your rent, and all of a sudden somebody's going to rent it to you for $1,500, it's pretty inviting. So you're living in the expat bubble, and the money leaks are everywhere. The money leaks are, I've already gone over them. You're going to eat dinner at an English-speaking restaurant. You're going to go at the specialty store. I mean, I do it. How about bacon? Bacon costs me almost $30 a pound. I go to Price is Smart. Price is Smart. It's just a Costco or a Sam's, and they have bacon. They have real bacon. They don't have real bacon in Colombia, but they damn sure do at Price is Smart. And I pay 100,000 pesos for 2 pounds, so that's 50,000. I don't know. It's like $14 a pound. I mean, I don't know. I don't have the numbers with me right now. It's expensive. I don't care, because that's all I buy. I just buy bacon. It's the only non-Colombian thing. I may buy some American cheddar cheese from time to time, but mostly it's just bacon once a month, and I enjoy my bacon. So that's where the leaks are, and that's how I live different. We go to the local supermarket here. We go to the market. Every Thursday, the farmer's market comes to San Hill, and it's all the commercial sales guys. And you can fill up 3 bags of groceries, the 3 grocery bags full of veggies for $25. I mean, in the state, it costs you $200. In Medellin, God only knows, I don't know what they cost you in Medellin, but it's more than what it's going to cost at the farmer's market here. And I don't understand why people are getting mad at me when they just need to stop and look around. If they're paying $3,000 a month to live in Medellin, well, God bless you, but you're getting robbed. But if you want that lifestyle, you want the expat bubble, knock yourselves out, guys. But don't be giving me hell because I live for $900 a month and I can find you a place anywhere within 15 kilometers of where I'm standing for $250 a month. Yeah. And it's safer than where you're living. I'll guarantee you that. And so what I do have is I have 6 years of experience here. And I probably overpaid. Well, we were getting ready to get overpaid when we were living in a gated community because they went up every year on our rent. But now that we have our own home, that doesn't happen. And if you look down in the description, you'll see how to come to Colombia and not get burned. It talks all about what we're talking about here. $9. There's a directory. It's $29. There'll be a fiador, where how to rent a place without. You don't have to have all the BS that they say you have to have to rent a place. You don't. You can pay cash up front for half the rent and you're golden. Sometimes you don't even need a contract. So anyway, that being said, I met an old guy online. His name is Old Mike. And he says if you ain't dead, you ain't done. And that's correct. And today is the first day of the rest of your life. And if nothing changes, nothing's going to change. So leave your comments, like, subscribe, share it with a friend. God bless you. I will see you on the flip side.